everybody, how y'all doing? Okay, so I'm going to be answering some question-y, commenty things that have come up on video on the other channel, and kind of expand some more on them, because I get a lot of these. Yeah. So, okay. This one person said, "Wow, how sad you had to take this stand. I'm a Baha'i for Baha'u'llah, not for the people who have hurt me or pressure me to do something I do not feel for. If you have this problem, do meditate and conquer yourself first, because Baha'i means to love all mankind, and when you declare is when you understand the unity of all the manifestations." Okay, I don't know why you think it's sad, except, I mean, I guess maybe because it's not the answer that you want, because it's not the answer that you chose, but for me that was the right one. And yeah, when I was Baha'i, I was a Baha'i for my love of Baha'u'llah, not for any pressure that people put on me, or anything at all. You know, nothing like what you described. And of course I was meditating, but as far as, you know, before I declared, yeah, I was extremely sure and clear from meditation and prayer that that's exactly what I should want to do. And yeah, being Baha'i means to all mankind, or Abdul Baha'i used to say serve all mankind, so I remember that. And when you declare is when you understand the unity of all manifestations of God. Well, it's not just understanding it, it's also believing it, and that's what changed. It was very clear that I didn't at all believe any longer that the manifestations were equal, and so I couldn't say that I believed in progressive revelation, so, and for a lot of other reasons, I needed to go. So that's that one, and thanks for your comment. Okay, this one really made me giggle. Alright. I listened to what made you join and what made you leave. I couldn't find either. Why did you want to post your exit from the faith on video? We are free agents in the universe. We can join and we can leave. And then he leaves a hidden word, and it's one of my favorites. A fleeting shadow passed beyond the baser stages of doubt and rise to the exalted heights of certainty. Open the eye of truth, that thou mayest behold the veilless beauty, and exclaim, Hallowed be the Lord, the most excellent of all creators. Okay, that is, I think either 9 or 12, and then I used to sing the other one. I used to sing that one, and I used to sing the other one, O Man of Two Visions, close one eye and open the other, close one to the world and all that is therein, and open the other to the hallowed beauty of the beloved. So if you don't even, like, ask me but the first syllable of would you, yeah, I would sing it, because I just love to sing those. And if you know the tune, I don't know if you know it, but I learned it from two Alaskan young ladies, and they had seen it, or heard it rather, on a video that had something to do with something in Haifa or something. So, yeah, I did kind of make it vague, because I only want to tell people if they want to know, because I just wanted people to know that I had left, and leaving it in a video form made it easier to not provide the stumbling block that people would, you know, wonder and, you know, not be able to gossip. So I thought I would just answer that question for them, and it served pretty well, because the people who wanted to, like, never talk to me again, they are never talking to me again. And the people who were very loving towards me are still exactly very loving towards me, the same. And especially people in other communities that I haven't been able to talk with, or had been working on projects with, this was a faster way to take care of things and start and have a way to keep the lines of communication open, so that they knew where I was starting from, and it was more clear. So, and yeah, it's funny when you say we are free agents in the universe, of course. And that was one of the things that one of the Baha'is had ever said to me, you know, you're free to come and go as you please. I'm like, yeah, I know, thanks. So that's another one of those. Statements. Okay. This I thought was hilarious. Shame on you. You won't go to heaven. I just laughed. I said, ha ha ha, smiley face. Because I think they really were actually kidding. Because of something, the way that they spelled it made me think it was a joke. Okay, and this one's very dear. Dearest friends, do not upset of anything. For whatever reason you left the faith, it is your decision. We all respect your decision. Please bear this in mind. Tests will always be there for all Baha'is who claim to be his lovers. Tests make us strong in his faith. It may come in different ways. To remain steadfast as a mountain is our concern. Please understand that this is proof of our belief in him. Okay, thank you for your kindness. I know what you mean when you say that there are tests of faith, but that's not what this one was. And I think that I know the difference from a couple of different markers that made that clear. One was that the same discomforting questions, like the same disquiet in my spirit, remained the whole time. It could be toned down a little by something good that was happening, but it was always there. So there was always a part of me that was like, you know, and I would try to I would try to think through the bad feeling, basically. Figure out what was upsetting me or not making clear to me, or, you know, figuring out, you know, does it have something to do with praying or reading, or, you know, do I need to learn this or that or anything at all? And so that was definitely the search to figure it out through, you know, private investigation, personal, not private investigation, you know what I'm trying to say, that quote as, yeah, that would solve and clarify things for me, which it never did. Then it was a matter of recognizing that I didn't believe in progressive revelation anymore, which was very confusing at first, because I had believed or thought I had seen elements of that even well before I was a Baha'i, declared Baha'i, that I had thought, you know, vaguely. I remember even having one of those thoughts as a teenager. I wonder if all of these, you know, people who leave books or religious are all like from the same, you know, thing. But when I no longer believed in progressive revelation, and then when I started to actually ask and pray and meditate, I had intensely horrific visuals that made it extremely and obviously clear that there was no way at all that Christ and Baha'u'llah were anywhere near the same, yeah, anything at all, and that I don't want to say that I had to choose one for the other or something like that, because it wasn't that. It was that I could only choose the one that was true. So that's where that one landed. And to top that, of course there's tons of toppings to that, but one other one that I thought was really monumental had to do with a dream that I had, okay, back in 99. And it was a dream that was so vivid that it felt like I was living it when I had it. And it was so vivid also that I could at any time remember what that dream felt like, and like revisualize it at any time. I never dreamt it again until this time. So after I had meditated on that, as far as like the manifestations, I had gone to sleep, and I don't remember if I had asked, but it had been on my mind, what was the meaning of this dream that I had back in 99, because, was it 99? Yeah, yeah, it was 90. It's either 98 or 99. Okay. And it was that I had, it's very difficult to talk about for me. I had thought that what this dream meant was a proof of Baha'u'llah. Okay. And I had been thinking about that dream and sort of starting to get ready to ask if the answer to the interpretation of the dream that I had thought wasn't real, that what was the dream. And I had that just vaguely in my mind, and I got a like thwunk. There was no question left in my head answer, and it had to do with the resonant property of Christ not being able to even be compared to Baha'u'llah, and that that there was no coexistence with them on the same plane, like bringing Christ down to Baha'u'llah's level or bringing Baha'u'llah up to his level. No, there was not going to be any of that. And the symbols that I saw in the dream were so stark. It was like having a mental anvil, like just there was so much pressure from it. Like, I don't even know how to describe this, that and it was pervasive for a really long period of time, where I was having this part of the dream that there was this pressure, and it was like, no, you will not have anything else to pay attention to or look at. This is it and only it. Keep your eyes on Christ. That's it. And then it was like, oh, okay, because I couldn't make any excuse up. It was extremely clear. And I was like, okay. And that's all I could say was, okay. Because what else could I say? I was being instructed as far as I knew. And yeah, I still think that I am being instructed that way. So I can't just say or think that it is a test. If anything, it's the opposite. That I was being tested by being a Baha'i. And I think I finally passed the test because now I'm Christian. So, I don't know. And you would probably think it the opposite because blah, blah, blah. But that's where it is. So, I thank you so much for your comment. And I look forward to hearing more. And wish you all great blessings of peace.